Welcome to Adventures in Suzuki Parenting. I'm Jody St. Clair, and this is Practice Corner. So today we are going to address making a routine and why it matters. So first, this is really a video that's geared to somebody who has a young child and who may be just starting out in their Suzuki journey, because setting up that routine is one of the most important things you can do at the beginning. And so we're going to talk a little bit about why that is. So I want you to think of your day, and I want you to think about what in your day goes really smoothly and what in your day is a struggle. And most likely, the things that go smoothly are the things where you have some routine set up. And if when I had a very tiny baby, my first baby, we didn't have very much of a routine set up. And I would say, like, looking back, I would probably set up a routine around, and I'm thinking specifically around kind of bedtime. I'd probably set up a routine a little earlier than I did. Because then as we set up a bedtime routine, things got so much easier. We knew the steps, even as a really small child. I mean, really young child can really understand what those daily steps are early on. So I think about what a struggle the bedtime routine was, and then how much easier it got once we had a really much more set routine, a much more set time, all of those things. And so that's the kind of routine that we want to set up around practice. Sometimes for parents it's hard because it feels like bedtime routine and toothbrushing routine, those things are essential, and those kind of things. But really, if you want to be successful at doing your instrument and doing this musical journey, setting up a routine is just as important to really reach that level of success and enjoyment. Most parents come to me and they say, I really want my child to enjoy music. And we don't think of setting up a routine as a way of making enjoyment through music, but really it can take so much conflict out of it by having it be predictable for the child so they know what to expect. Within the routine of how you are going to practice, even having a routine of what you do can really help. So making it so that, again, the child really understands what to expect in their practice. Do you do the same thing every time at the beginning? Do you have a way of finishing your practice? And sometimes really a way of finishing your practice can be even something really joyful, having a nice hug, some way of telling your child how proud you are for the work that they're doing. Those are great ways to finish your practice every time, and that also helps set up that routine. So Dr. Suzuki liked to talk about that we practice on the days we eat. And I remember hearing this as a young teacher and feeling like, wow, that feels really extreme. I actually wasn't a Suzuki kid, so I felt like, ooh, that seems like a lot. How could we expect that of really young children? But the younger your child is, the more important it is. I think we kind of think, oh, we're just trying this out. My child is really young. They're not very serious about it yet, so we don't need to do it. But actually, the young child really needs it to just be every day, and you will eliminate a lot of the conflict around if you're going to practice, when you might practice. I don't want to do it right now. Oh, let's do it tomorrow. All of those conversations become ineffective because it's just, oh, we're going to practice. We practice every day. We practice on the days we eat. And that is something that a young child can understand. Skipping a day or inconsistency is not something that they understand very well. And so as a child gets older, sometimes they can understand some nuance a little bit better. But I would say even then, every day is just a really good way to go. And we're setting up not only good practice routine and a good successful environment for practice, but great study habits as well. eliminating that potential conflict can do wonders for your practice. And I have to say, in our house, it definitely did. I fell into all, even though I know better, sometimes I fall into the same pitfalls that other parents that I talk against. It's like, oh yes, you need to do it this way, and then I get home and it's tricky. It's still tricky, even if you are being, know what it should look like. And when we got really established a really good routine of when in the day we practice and that we practice every day, it really made a huge difference. And now, actually, my son has been on such a practice streak that occasionally we've been like, well, we're going on vacation. Maybe we could stop our practice streak now. And he said, no, 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 I'm going to keep it up. And so we support him in that. And we've taken our violin across the country wherever we need to take it camping and such, just to keep him going with that. So that's more doable depending on your instrument. Obviously, if you're playing a larger instrument, it's harder to do, but you could still find little things to do in practice to kind of keep that even without your instrument. And you can ask your teacher for suggestions. I often give suggestions to parents of how to keep the routine of practice when their schedule is changing with vacations and such. So all right, well, I hope you have left today with a few tips about your routine. I would love if you would share how you establish your routine, what you do in your routine that's helped you. If you have anything to add to this conversation, I would love to hear it. Please share down below in the comments. And if you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel. That helps me a lot. And you can like this video as well. And then even better is if you share this video with another parent who might be needing some additional help as well. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.